We got UFC 310 Pantoja versus Asakura this weekend, so we're here to break it all down, fight by fight, predict who I think is going to win and why. And yeah, this is a decent card. I mean, the main card kind of sucks, but the prelims are really good. Yes, a main card consisting of 3 good fights while the other 2 completely suck ass. Yes, that is a bad card. This card is 6 out of 10. The prelims are really good, though. They make up for it. We got Joshua Van and Brian Battle staying active. Then we have Dominic Reyes and Anthony Smith. Then we got Mavzar and fucking Aljo. Like, these prelims are crazy. A lot of the fights should have been on the main card to make a better main card, but I guess they just fucking hate Aljamain Sterling with all their heart. Like, they hate this dude for some reason. But it doesn't matter, you know? What are we going to do? We cry? I guess he's crying probably right now. So starting off the prelims, we got Kennedy Nzechukwu staying pretty active, taking on Lucas Brzezinski, who I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. Pretty terrible fight to start the card off with. But, I mean, we're going to be watching it still, so whatever. Kennedy coming off his win not that long ago against Chris Barnett. I was pissed when that happened. Fuck this dude for real. But he's coming to fight this guy, Lucas, in his second fight at heavyweight. He's going to win. I mean, he's a light heavyweight who's actually in shape and really big for heavyweight still, so I think he's going to win this pretty easily. You know Kennedy's going to come up and use that light man skill, and Lucas hasn't really had much success in the UFC so far, coming off of a KO loss against the great Mick Pock, and he's a great fighter, but yeah, it's just not the best. He has like 2 wins, and they're not good wins. He's just not good anywhere. He's just not. You know, he's a decent little striker. He throws his punches, and he shoots his shitty takedowns. He's just not good. Lucas has a decent ground game, I guess, but he struggles to actually get the submissions and finish them and land ground and pound and get the good positions to do all those things. I don't know. I just don't see him winning this. I don't see him taking Kennedy down. Kennedy's pretty good, you know. I was hating on him a lot after he beat Chris just because I was pissed, but he's a good fighter. He has a lot of good wins, a lot of good aging wins, so he really should win this with no trouble. He should TKO him in the first or second round, but that probably will not happen. He'll probably just end up being a lackluster decision to start the card off with, which is always nice. So yeah, we'll go Kennedy by decision most likely. Moving on to another match. This is a terrible matchup. What the fuck am I reading right now, bro? Clay Guida, the vet, taking on the young, upcoming contender, Chase Hooper. Bro, what the fuck is this matchmaking? What is this? This is so bad, bro. What do I need to say here? Chase Hooper's going to twist this dude into a pretzel. He's going to break something of his, bro. Like, Chase Hooper is such a good submission artist, such good jiu-jitsu, such creativity with his submissions. And, yeah, I think he's going to get this done very easily. He's a bit weak, you know. He's still building into that frame, his little soy body. But he's getting bigger. He's getting stronger. He's filling his frame. He's feeling comfortable in his weight class, okay? I think Chase Hooper is going to make this look so fucking easy. It's not going to be a competitive fight at all. Clay Guida's tough. He may land a big overhand looping punch, but that rocks Chase. But other than that, he's not going to win. Like, how does he win this? He's not going to out-cardio him. Like, this is just such a bad matchup. This should not have been made. Chase Hooper deserved way better than this. And not to mention, Guida's been subbed like 5 times in the UFC. His ground game is terrible. He's always been a striker who just kind of brawls. Yeah, he's just not going to win this. Chase Hooper, I believe in him a lot. I like him a lot. Give me him by second round submission where he breaks something of Guida's. Hopefully not, but I'm going to go with that prediction. Next, we got Michael Chiesa, whatever, taking on Max Griffin, okay? I could see this being a very boring fight. These guys love a decision. They love a lackluster decision. They love it. They love putting on a nice decision for the fans. Yeah, neither guy's that good. Chiesa is a very good submission artist. He's terrible on the feet. You know, he gets outstruck by everybody. And he is coming off of a win after a big loss streak. It wasn't looking good, but that win is against Tony Ferguson. Well, that was just so sad to watch. Dana, please just give Tony a job. Just make him retire. It's just sad at this point. I don't want to watch that dude fight anymore. Please. Okay? And stop putting him on main cards, too. Fuck that. And Max Griffin's pretty well-rounded. I think he's going to win this fight. I don't even want to pick this because of how unsure I am, but I could see him getting subbed, but he's never been subbed in the UFC. Okay, he's very good defensively grappling, not just because of that fact. He's also good at not getting taken down and controlled. He's always getting back up, trying to pop up really quick and not get controlled, which is good. It's a good look, but he's not that good of a striker. I don't think he's gonna knock him out. He has decent power, but he really can't land anything significant a lot of the time. And yeah, I think it's most likely either gonna be just a boring decision where Michael gets some takedowns mixed in and Max is able to get up and just outdamage him on the feet slightly and just get a pretty boring decision. We'll go with that. Yeah, who gives a fuck about this fight? This fight's terrible. As long as Max Griffin can avoid getting taken down, I just don't see a world where he loses this fight. Come on, bro. Like, don't lose to Michael Chiesa. Come on. Moving on to another fight, we got a very good one, okay? Cody Durden taking on Joshua Van. Got my boy Van staying super active, but I'm worried for him. I'm going to be real. I'm very worried for Van, okay? This year, coming off of a very brutal KO loss, where he got knocked out by that nobody, okay? Fuck, that shit is so annoying that happened. But he's staying active, which could be a bad thing, okay? He's coming off that finish, and then he has a close fight with Reyes where he almost gets finished in that fight. I'm scared for him. I am. I'm scared he's staying this active, but I respect it, okay? He's a young guy. He's like 23, bro. That's insane. He just wants to stay active, make money, fight, have fun, good for him. But I think Van's going to get this one done for sure. I think he's a better boxer, has the power advantage. He's faced not faced, but he has better wins, I'd say. Cody Durden doesn't really have that many good wins at all. He's lost to a lot of bad people. He's got outstruck by a lot of bad people. And Van's actually a really good grappler. He's a really good wrestler. He imposes his will very well. And yeah, I think he's just gonna outclass Durden most of the fight. So yeah, give me Van by late third round, end of fight, out of nowhere, TKO after he just beats the fuck out of Durden. Maybe in a second, but yeah, I think this will be a TKO for Van for sure. Moving on, we got Chris Weidman, the rescheduled bout, taking on Eric Anders, okay? I don't really know a lot about Eric Anders. I know he throws big overhands and just misses a lot of them. Not the best striker. Really big guy for the division. Really bulky, really strong, really powerful. But he struggles to land the strikes. He has good leg kicks, though, so that's going to be a struggle for Weidman. But he's not that good of a grappler. He struggles to actually do anything with his grappling, and I think he's going to win this fight. Still, after all that I said bad about him, I think he's going to win. I just watched the podcast with Weidman and Demetrius. It made me kind of like Weidman more, but I still don't forgive him for that eye poke shit. Fuck you, bro. That was terrible. But I think Eric is a decent enough grappler to take this to the ground and control Weidman if he wants to, which is going to make it really hard because Weidman's a good jiu-jitsu guy, but he's not really known for his submissions, especially recently, so I don't see him getting a submission. He's just old, man. He's old, injured, and hurt, on the brink of retirement. I think Anders is going to win this. Give me him by breaking leg TKO again. I don't fucking know. Next, we got an actual good fight. This is like the first really, really good one, okay? Randy Brown taking on Brian Battle. Brian Battle staying active as fuck. It's crazy. These guys just want to fight every 2 months. Let them do it, okay? They're getting paid to do the most badass job in the world, okay? I think Brian Battle is going to win this fight. And not just because he's the hyped up prospect, okay? I think this is a very close fight, and Randy Brown could win this. He's very dangerous, really powerful, really quick, big for the division, long limbs. But, okay, listen. Brian Battle is the next thing, okay? No, I think Brian Battle is a bit overrated, but he's very good. He's very durable, takes a lot of punishment, and deals it back. Doesn't give a fuck. Marches forward. Such high pressure output type style. It's so fun to watch. How can you not like Brian Battle? Especially after the Paris shit. Come on. Like, that was amazing. And Randy Brown, I don't know. He just kind of, I feel like he just, like, he lets the nerves get to him. He just kind of folds under the pressure of performing. He just never really puts it together against the big, dangerous fights for him. He always loses the dangerous fights, you know? He had a good fight against Jack Della Maddalena until he got finished. Didn't he get finished in that fight? I don't even know. But, yeah. Give me Brian Battle by second or third round TKO. Yeah, this will be a good one. Don't miss this one. Moving on to Movsar How is this on the prelims, bro? We got Movsar Evloev taking on Aljamain Sterling, okay? And I'm going to keep this one short because I think it's an easy pick. I'm going with Movsar, okay? Movsar is going to win this fight. It's probably going to be a boring-ass fight with a lot of control time, okay? We know these guys. I don't want it to be, though. I want them to prove us all wrong and put on a really good fight, so maybe they stop getting disrespected like this. #1 contenders match being put on the prelims. What is this shit? I think Movsar is just too big, too strong, too dominant with his wrestling for Aljo to win. You know, Aljo's not really a guillotine guy. He's not really a fluke out of nowhere, like, crazy submission. Oh my god, he got him, you know? I think Aljo, the only way for Aljo to sub people is to get their back, okay? This is the only way this dude can sub people. It's kind of weird, you know? It's all he really has in his submission threats. He's a very good grappler, but when it comes to actually submitting a lot of people, he doesn't do it. You know, his submission threats are overrated, and I like Aljo, but he's losing this fight. All right, he's going to get outstruck. Movsar is an underrated boxer. He hits way harder than Aljo. The funk ain't going to work here, boys, okay? Give me Movsar by decision, obviously. Maybe, no, okay, decision. All right, it's going to be a decision. Next, we got Vicente Luque taking on Demba Garimbo, okay? This is a good fight, a very good fight. You got Demba Garimbo staying pretty active as well. A lot of people in this card staying very active. I like that. And, yeah, Garimbo is just, I think, man, I don't want to say it, especially since I know it's the popular, like, opinion that Luque is done completely, can't win. That's not true, all right? Losing by TKO to Joaquin Buckley isn't, like, people say he wilted and gave up in that fight. He got hurt, all right? He got rocked. He got hurt. Calm down, all right? I don't think he's completely done. You got that brain damage shit obviously fucked with him. It's probably still fucking with him to this day. Crazy. Continues to fight with brain damage. Based, okay? Fucking based. That's badass, all right? Give me... Wait. But I'm going to pick Themba Garimbo, okay? Give me Themba because I just think he's going to control time him, you know? He's a very good fighter, very good grappler, very good striker, very well-rounded. I think he's just going to do what he has to do, you know? He's going to if he needs to make it boring to win, he's going to do it, all right? He's got that poor man, like, pissed off energy in his fucking back pocket, especially with The Rock taking away his house after the movies didn't hit, you know? All The Rock's movies are failing, man. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep that house. But actually, in seriousness, give me Garimbo by decision. Moving on to the last prelim of the night, we got Dominic Reyes taking on the crafty vet himself, Anthony Smith, okay? We all love Anthony Smith. We all know it's a meme to hate on him. We all actually love him in reality. Come on, guys. And we got Reyes on his redemption arc of the anime, I don't know, of the story, whatever. He's coming back, man. He's coming for that title, right? He is. He's going to win this fight easily. He's going to probably knock the fuck out of Anthony Smith, and that'll probably be it for Anthony Smith, sadly. No, he'll keep fighting. He'll keep fighting. I don't think he'll retire, especially off of a bad finish. He's too salty to do that. He has to retire on a win in his mind, probably, or in his mind, he probably still thinks he's getting the belt, which is just delusion. But if you think about it on paper, he already has the belt. So, yeah, he basically beat John Jones then. So, he basically has the belt now, if you think about it on paper. But, yeah, Anthony Smith, man, how do you get fucked up by Roman Dolidze? And then when he makes fun of you, you just laugh it off and be like, yeah, man, we're having fun in here, right? No, he's beating your ass. He's embarrassing you. Fuck. Like, I don't understand Anthony Smith's mindset. You know, he just doesn't have the mindset to win fights. Like, his last win before that guillotine over that undefeated guy was a fluke. Let's be real. That guy just had no IQ. All right, I like Anthony Smith, but give me Dominic Reyes by brutal second round KO. All right, not TKO. He's going to knock him out cold. Next, we got Nate Landwehr. Nate the Train coming back, taking on I don't even know. Taking on Choi Do Ho or whatever. I'm going to go Nate the Train here. I don't really know these guys that much. I should. I know Nate the Train. I just haven't really watched him much recently. I think I missed his last fight, unfortunately. But, yeah, I don't think Dooho Choi is that good. You know, I think he's coming off of a big layoff, right? I don't know. I'm not checking. I don't care. Oh, I'm tired as fuck. I don't even want to do this video, bro. I hate prediction videos, low-key. They're the worst. But I do like making my picks and being right about them. So, give me Nate the Train by probably... He's very good. Right? I know he's like a meme fighter at this point, but in a good way, okay? He's very good. Very good everywhere. Very well-rounded. Hits hard. He's crazy. I don't really know that much about Dahuo Choice, so... Give me Nate by TKO in the second round, or maybe a decision. I could see a decision here. Dude's pretty tough, but he's been KO'd before, I think, so it could happen. Next, we got Bryce Mitchell taking on Kron Gracie. Bryce Mitchell's going to sub him in one. We're moving on. I don't give a fuck about Kron Gracie. Fuck you. Get out of the UFC. This is bullshit. Next, we got Cyril Gane taking on Alexander Volkov. And when this fight, this is another rescheduled fight. A lot of rescheduled fights on here, including the Aljo versus Mavzar one. That's crazy. But I remember when this fight was first made, for whatever pay-per-view was supposed to be on before, I was originally going to go with Volkov, okay? I was very high off of that win he has over Sergey, or Sergey, whatever, that sounded gay. I was very high on him after that win, and I'm very low on Gane after his big layoff, his dumbass shenanigans, acting and shit instead of fighting. I was very mad, very emotional, very biased when I was going to make that pick. I've changed my mind. All right, Gane's going to win. He's one of the best heavyweights in the world. It's just true. He's super athletic, so talented, so genetically gifted. It's unfair. You know, tell this dude to lock in, because none of the other heavyweights have this type of power, skill, and technique, okay? Let him win this and fight Aspinall. We need him to fight Aspinall. That's like the last good fight Aspinall's going to have. So, yeah, I hope he wins this. I think he's gonna. He's very long limbs, very powerful, very quick. And this is a rematch, so we've already seen it. You know, obviously this is the safe pick because Gane won the first one pretty easily, but Volkov's a completely different fighter. All right, completely different fighter. I don't think Gane won it easily. It was competitive, but they're both completely different fighters, but Volkov has evolved so much. He's a completely different fighter than he was. I think he's going to do really well. I think he's going to use that range well because I think he does outrange and outreach Gane slightly, which is crazy. But, yeah, I just think Gane's going to use them leg kicks. He'll mix in the wrestling if he has to. I think he's just going to win. I think he's going to shut everyone up, come back, make a statement, and call for a fucking title shot probably, which, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it. There's not really much else to do at this point in the heavyweight division, so whenever John decides to do whatever he's going to do, we'll see. You know, I can't even say what's next for the heavyweight, like, championship shit because it's so fucked. We don't know if John's retiring. Is he fighting Aspinall? Is Aspinall just absorbing the belt? Like, dude, it's such a shit show. I hate John Jones. Fuck you! Moving on to the co-main event. All right, we got Shavkat Rakhmonov taking on Ian the Cuck Gary, okay? I've already made a little video about this. Y'all know my opinion. I think Shavkat's gonna make this look easy as fuck. I don't give a fuck, alright? He's not an ore merchant. Finishing everybody, facing adversity, coming back from it, not being, like, dropped or rocked a single time in the UFC. I know he's been knocked out before in other organizations early in his career, but that's when his defense was even worse. I do agree his defense is kind of bad. It's his worst attribute, for sure. But he's still going to win. He's going to win so easily. I don't give a fuck, all right? He's so much stronger. He's a taller, bigger guy. He doesn't have the reach with his limbs, I don't think, but he has the strength advantage. He's a better grappler. He can actually sub people, unlike Ian Gary, who choked a easy-ass submission. I'm sorry. He did, all right? He sucks at grappling. I don't care. And it was against a Bellator nobody, a bum. So, bro, if you're picking Ian Gary, you're coping, all right? You just want the next McGregor or something. And I kind of like Ian Gary more now. All right, his son's kind of cute. I like the interview with Ariel. It made me kind of like him more, but he's still annoying. He's still a cuck. He's still unlikable. And, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do if he wins this. I'm going to freak the fuck out and cry. I'll never show my face on this account again, guys, probably. No, I will, but I'll face my L with, I don't know, but I'll face it, all right? I'm not going to run and hide when my pick's wrong. Well, if it's wrong, because it's not going to be wrong. Shavkat by second round sub, okay? I think Ian's going to kick his leg a little. He's going to land 3 good leg kicks in the first round, all right? Everyone's going to be like, dude, it was competitive. I told you, man. It was so competitive. He did so well. Respect the kid. His stock raised. Dude, shut up, okay? No, that's going to happen, but that doesn't mean it's a competitive fight, all right? Shavkat is going to break this little dude, all right? He's going to break his vegan body down. Give me Shavkat by submission. Moving on to the main event, which is pretty lackluster, I'll admit. A flyweight event with a guy who we don't really know, and it's probably just going to get outclassed because he's not really a UFC level, but let's act like he is, all right? I'm going to pick I'm picking Pantoja by probably, I don't want to say decision and have Kai just get completely embarrassed and be wrong, but I think it's going to go to decision. I just don't really think Pantoja can finish people. This dude is so, like, he's a dog, but he just can't finish people. I don't know. Recently, he just can't finish people, you know? He has pillow hands. We know that. He's not going to knock out Kai. He doesn't have the speed advantage. You know, Kai's faster, hits harder, but I think what will win Pantoja this fight is that good old control time, that boring-ass grappling that he loves to use, okay? I'm right about that, by the way. He's a boring grappler. Sorry. If you rely on control time and not ground and pound and submissions, you're boring. And yeah, it would be a dream. It would be a dream come true for Kai to win. We got a new champ at flyweight, a new guy who none of us know really much about. Like, there's so many possibilities at flyweight for matchups. It's just like, dude, I want it to happen so bad. Like, Kai's a really cool guy. I saw the Nina interview talking about Honey making his boner shit. That was funny as fuck, okay? He's a cool guy, okay? He pulled an Aspinall. He couldn't help it, but I think he's going to lose, sadly. You know, he's just going to get out control time, sadly, you know. He could knock out Pantoja, but is he going to do what no one else could do, even Figgy? You know, like, Pantoja just has an iron chin. His recovery's so good, and his scrambles are just OP. He's going to out-scramble Kai, probably sub him because he's just not UFC level, unfortunately. Give me Pantoja by decision, unfortunately. And yeah, that's the whole card, boys. I don't really have much else to say because I'm really tired and want to go to bed. Just got off of work. But I'm glad I did this video. I'm glad I got the picks out. And yeah, let's get hyped for UFC 310, boys. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a great one. All right, see you guys in the next one.